I'm Chris Bury.
And I'm Barbara Pinto. Tonight, a closer look at Illinois' medical marijuana law. It takes effect January 1st.
Illinois is now the 20th state in the nation to legalize medical marijuana, and more states are likely to approve it soon.
A new Gallup poll shows 58% of Americans now support legalization, up 10% from last year.
Tonight, we meet a woman who helped lead the campaign to legalize marijuana in Illinois and see how that drug has changed her life.
I am Julie Falco, and I use medical cannabis, and it makes me feel better. And I'm not going to stop using it. I've been living with multiple sclerosis for 27 years. I would wake in the morning with a lot of stiffness, a lot of pain, a lot of spasticity in the legs.
48-year-old Julie Falco lives in Chicago's Ravenswood neighborhood. She was first diagnosed with MS in her 20s. Doctors began prescribing numerous drugs to alleviate her symptoms, including Valium, Xanaflex, Baclofen, Betaferon, and Interferon injections. But all those drugs had side effects, including migraines and muscle aches.
It would get to be like I would feel like I was wearing a suit of armor when I got up because everything felt so heavy and to just move through the pain.
Nothing seemed to help, and by 2004, Julie's life had hit rock bottom.
The symptoms, things were always changing, and more, symptoms and pain and numbness and tingling, everything that was coming up was just becoming too great that I was considering suicide.
Out of desperation, Julie tried smoking marijuana from time to time, but it gave her headaches. Then a friend suggested eating marijuana in the form of brownies, one brownie 3 times a day.
And I took one, and it was immediate difference that first day. First couple of days were just amazing.
Julie's numbness and tingling were reduced, the stiffness went away. There were no more side effects. By 2007, she was able to give up pharmaceuticals completely.
And since then, cannabis has been my main medication.
After years of lobbying for its passage in Springfield, Julie sat at the table with Governor Quinn when he signed the medical marijuana bill in August. But critics contend that Illinois' new law is flawed.
One of the problems is that it allows people with a medical marijuana card to drive immediately after smoking.
Peter Benziger is a former DEA administrator who served under Presidents Ford, Carter, and Reagan. He joins other law enforcement voices who fear highway fatalities are going to soar. In a letter to Governor Quinn and state lawmakers, the Illinois Association of Chiefs of Police and the Illinois Sheriff's Association warned that the new law poses a danger to drivers.
I don't advocate people for driving and they drink, but if they have one drink, they're not as dangerous on the highway as someone with one joint.
Benziger points out the FDA still classifies marijuana as an illegal drug. He's also concerned about the cancer risks of smoking pot and fears that drug cartels could get into the business of selling marijuana in Illinois.
The Mexican cartels love this because now they've got a new audience that can buy dope.
Under the new Illinois law, a patient needs a recommendation from his or her primary care physician to apply for a state-issued marijuana card. That allows patients to obtain medical marijuana from one of 60 state-regulated dispensaries. Some entrepreneurs aren't wasting any time setting up shop. Patients seeking medical marijuana will be able to see a doctor at this clinic in Chicago's Bucktown neighborhood. Its founder, who also runs a clinic in Michigan, claims her Chicago location has received more than 20,000 calls.
Society's changing our views on it, and that's prompting a lot of people to say, hey, wait, maybe I ought to try this instead.
This is not day of old 1960. We're talking 2013, and people are in pain and they're dying. And we need to give them this option that's going to help them.